Love is a beautiful thing from God. Hello.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. As promised in our last videos before, we are starting with a new series, and we want to talk about interracial marriages, Christian marriages, and what have we experienced so far, what was new for us, what was maybe a bit strange for us too, and so this the first episode would be about our experiences, what we had in our Christian relationship and interracial marriage.
Yeah.
So, baby, go ahead.
So I think the first thing that we experienced was way much before we got married, when we were planning our wedding. You remember the stuff with dancing?
Yeah.
That was the first difference that we had. Like in our African culture, we like dancing, and we like in a wedding, you just want one to sit like this and don't put music and dance. In their culture, in the Christian culture, dancing is actually
But this is maybe it's wrong to say this is like the German culture.
Yeah.
I think this is just the way I was raised up in my family.
Yeah.
Because my whole family, when we celebrating a wedding, there's no dancing. This is just sitting, spending time together, eating together, having fun together. There were games also, and poems, and lots of things, but no dancing.
That is for them fun. Just sitting. That is for them fun. But for us, before we dance, that is no fun. You have to have all that. You can have plays, you can have songs, you can have poems, but without a dance, for us it would be like it wasn't fun at all. So for this point, we actually had to tell our guys who were supporting us in the wedding, like, you have to dance modestly. It's it's an interracial wedding.
Yeah. We made a deal. We made a deal that we would meet in the middle, if you can say it like that, because we told my parents and my relatives that there will be dancing, so they won't be shocked. And we told her relatives that they can dance, but dance a bit modestly. So my people won't be shocked.
So we met in the middle. We were dancing modestly, and we already gave them the information that we were going to dance in the wedding. So what we were doing in our interracial wedding was we take a bit of your elements, my elements, and then mix it together and make it a beautiful wedding.
What I liked about this experience was the reaction of my parents when we told them that, because I have to say honestly, I was a bit worried how my parents or my family will react to that, because we never experienced that dancing in our wedding. So I was preparing for this speech, and when I told my parents, my mom was like, okay, go ahead. So long I have not to dance, it's okay. So I was like, okay, this was a good reaction.
So that was it with the dancing part in our wedding. I think my husband is used to my dancing, madness in the house. When I'm happy, when I come home, I'll be dancing around everywhere, the sitting room, the kitchen, to the toilet, everywhere. And my husband will just look at me like...
Sometimes I see her with she has the headphones on the ears and playing music and dancing at the house. It's funny.
I can listen to music and just maybe nod, or my husband would be tapping just like something like this. But me, I just can't keep my body quiet like this, tapping like this. I have to move my body. So that is the differences. So I'm the entertainer when we're traveling with the dancers, At home, I'm the entertainer. So he got that part of craziness that he never knew was existing before.
And it's also good because I'm more the silent person. I'm not that loud and active and so, and she's like the opposite of me, and then we have everything in the house.
So we have everything we need in Jesus' name. So the second thing is food. Their type of food is different. Actually, they don't cook like typical German food.
Because I mean, I was not born in Germany. I am German, but I was not born in Germany. I was born For you who are new to this channel, I was born in Middle Asia. So this is Kyrgyzstan. This is the country. It's on the border to China. So my parents they grew up there, and so they know the culture from there. They know how the cooking style from there, and this is actually like my parents would cook. So for me, interracial or international food, I love international food because I was raised up with more or less international food. We didn't have this typical German food, so I can eat everything, and I love also when my wife cooks Kenyan. I love it.
But for just to make it out there, I don't know how to do German food. Yeah, so most of the time at home I do Kenyan food, or I do, I know how to do Asian food a bit, like fried rice and some different type of sauce, but not everything. So nowadays what I do is like just take some YouTube tutorials on cooking different, and I just try things out because I have the time. My husband likes trying things out, in the kitchen, and I don't like standing in the kitchen for that long cooking. I like cooking good meals, but I don't also want meals that takes me 2 hours, in the kitchen to do. When my husband is cooking, it's like everything has to be like, like it's written. I look at the recipes, I'm like, all this stuff, I start finding my ways of cooking my food so that it's done, because I'm not used to that. We knew how to make a meal from the heart, we just know how to make a meal from the heart. And so for me it was really new, and when I check recipes and they're so long, I always find a shortcut. It goes well most of the times, but with baking it doesn't go well, because I can't bake, and when I try out my own stuff, it comes out like totally really bad. He's so patient and he can do that. The other difference that we had is like cooking. He loved cooking before, like trying different recipes, and he still likes it. But then we had to find a way. I actually had to force you a bit out of it.
Yeah, she threw me out of the kitchen.
I threw him out of the kitchen, not because I didn't want to eat the meals, but because it would, I like to plan our meals, because if we are both working, then it's not easy to, sometimes he makes the meal, it's so nice, but it takes a long time, and messes some of the programs that we have during the week. So I'm like, baby, this is so delicious, but it takes a lot of time. Why don't you just give me the room? I make our meals from Monday to Friday, and then you can try something out on the weekend, so that is what we did. It was not easy convincing him that you need to, but I need to try new recipes. I'm like, I know you need to try them out, but it's about time here. Time and organization and everything. So by the time he left me that kitchen,
so from time to time she's graceful and allows me to cook, so at least I can try out some new things. But this is, I also like, even though I like to follow recipes, I also like to improvise. So sometimes when I take a meal that maybe I cooked already before, then I just do it the same way, but I add something on top. What was not written in the recipe, or just try out new stuff. And I like trying out new things.
But one thing I'm actually lucky about is like he eats everything. He eats everything, whether I put African food, ugali, omena, and he loves it. He loves it. So that was a great blessing for me, because I don't know what I would have done when he doesn't like my food. I don't know. And I also don't like that, food with a lot of cheese and a lot of milk products and all that. So I don't know what I would have done. So because he likes everything, that's a huge blessing.
Sometimes when I put cheese on my plate, then I come to her and show her, like, here, baby, look, and then she I always tell her, baby, look, smile, baby, this is nice food.
And then you don't want to say it's bad, so you smile like, that fake smile, like, it's nice. But then he can read it in my face that I don't like it. So that is a part of what were some of the things that was new to you?
For me, for example, what was new was to see the struggling of when you guys make your hair. I mean, of course, this is not the first time I meet an African. Like, I saw Africans many times before in Germany or wherever I've been, but and I saw that the hair is different from from our hair, but the work behind it, and this was new for me, that that she has to. Can you tell it like that? Like you work on your hair? Can you tell it like that?
Yeah,
you work on your hair, and that every time when she takes a shower, this hair would go
shrink
to a level like this, and it's and sometimes when I touch her hair, your natural hair, it feels a bit spongy.
Yeah, they're like, baby, your hair feels so spongy. Like, leave me.
Yeah. So this was one thing what was new to me, just to see her taking so long in the shower, and then putting oil or whatever you take
to cream
moisture the hair. For me, when my hair gets my hair, she tells me like my hair produces a lot of oil. So when it gets oily, then I realize I have to go to take a shower, because this this doesn't look good, and this is the other way around is with you. You have to take oil.
Because the hair is kind of straight, and so the sebum that is produced can go through the strands so easily. Ours is so coily, and so we have to help a bit. And it takes a lot of time, guys. It takes a lot of time to keep an African hair, and for my hair, it's like a softer version, of African hair, and you have to be really careful when you're doing the hair. And so my husband comes after doing my hair, and is like, is trying to cuddle, and look at what he has here. He has, the two eyes, two extra eyes. This one, the glasses. So when this one comes in touch with the natural hair, he just plucks it like, and I'm like, oh, you're taking my edges away. So every time I'm coming from the shower, I've done my hair. What I do is like, get your glasses off, please, baby. Get your glasses off. Get your glasses off, because you don't want that to take your hair. Because
sometimes I forget, and then there's a bit of
I'm like, ouch! You're taking my hair with your glasses. I think what was also new to him, when we're going to sleep, Africans, we tie the hair. You have to tie it up so that you can, you can secure it. You can't run your hands on my hair like just like that. You can't do that, I
think there were a lot of things about hair what was new to me, because also like one example, the fact that you can't comb your hair like that, like we do it. I mean, when I get up in the morning, I just comb my hair and I'm fine. Or after the shower, I can just comb my hair and I'm good to go. But she can't do it just like that.
So you do your hair and everyone wants to touch it. That is the most difficult time, even when you go to work and people are like, oh, can I touch your hair? I'm like, no, just leave it, because you don't know actually the kind of work that is put. You come out tired, you just put that time for it, doing your hair. And that was new to him. That whole stuff was new to him. And I tried teaching him how to do like African twists. It didn't go on well. Your hair will tangle even more. So you better do it yourself. And finish. So that is one of the things that, was new to him. When we're traveling, we go to an Afro shop. I get braids and I braid my hair so that I don't block people's bathroom for a long time. So that's some of the things that were new to us. We are going to discuss more in the part 2 coming next week on Thursday. So keep on watching. If you have any questions, write them below. We'll go through the questions and answer you. And for now, have a blessed time. Thank you so much for tuning into our channel. And for those who are new, God bless you. And we hope you are enjoying our content. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you.
See you.
Give me love, give me all your love.